We say climate crisis. No, what you're saying is the preservation of human life. All you motherfuckers are gonna be dead if we don't have a planet. Sorry. Racism does a multitude of different things. It's a social limiter that holds us back as a society, that makes certain that we can't cooperate on things. And the big things that we need to cooperate on are climate change. We need to cooperate. So if we're sitting here fighting over the hue of someone's skin, or whether they should be treated differently by the police or policy or legislation, then we're never going to get to the big issue, which is human preservation.
And what was your experience like with police growing up?
Horrible. I got assaulted by the police when I was 8 years old for playing hide and go seek. First time a cop pulled a gun on me, I was 12. And then, I had another experience around that time when I was dribbling a basketball outside of my own home, and they didn't believe it was my home. Mm-hmm. I was around 12 or 13. Another time I was hospitalized by police for jaywalking at 24 years old. I'm not unique. I know a lot of Black people have this experience with police, and you can't expect people who are going through that to care about climate change. So for instance, I might agree with you about everything in the Green New Deal. But if I'm afraid to go outside, I'm afraid that the police might harass me or kill me, or that I'm not going to get this loan, or that I have to combat redlining and the effects of redlining and all these different things, I'm not able to be your environmental ally because I'm too busy trying to fucking breathe.
Yes.
So the problem is we have all of these liberals and all these Democrats that don't see the correlation. They don't see that there are 20 million buried treasures that are willing to come to the table and probably help you with your agenda, but they're too busy trying to breathe.
The pandemic is ravaging Black communities at double the rate of white communities. Black communities also have the higher brunt of rising seas. They have the higher brunt of heat because of the redlining and being in these concrete jungles. There's numerous examples where, climate affects Black people first and foremost. Yeah. And yet, whenever people talk about fixing race with climate, it's always considered like this liberal wish list, of like, oh, we just want to do all the things. So why do you think that in order to solve climate change, it's absolutely essential to end white supremacy?
Well, okay, so when you have any culture trying to perpetuate their own superiority, you're going to have people at the bottom rungs of that society who are misusing the earth or the climate or whatever whatever they need to do to feel like they have a fair shake in life. Like if you are telling someone that they don't mean anything, that their life is less valuable, that their safety is less valuable, just the thought process of that makes people have an emotional response and go, well, my life doesn't matter as much. Yeah. Fuck your earth. Fuck this planet. Fuck whatever you're talking about. And so you can't blame people for feeling that way. I've been hospitalized by the police, and that took years of recovery for me. And if I'm in years and years and years of recovery about trusting my own society, trusting that my tax dollars aren't going to be used to terrorize me, do you think I give a fuck about recycling?
Yeah.
And it's privilege for you to think that I could. We have to make people feel safe, secure, like they want to be alive, and like they're part of this society and that they're part of this earth. Putting money into people's pockets, like a universal basic income, that helps climate change. Getting people healthcare helps climate change. Taking care of people's basic needs that were withheld by their own government from them helps climate change. Not just because it frees them up to think about it and find solutions, but it also it helps them understand that the world is also theirs and they take proprietorship and ownership of it in a way that they weren't able to. And we can fix that. We can fix that today. We can fix that now. We can start to fix that today.
So are you optimistic that we can turn the tide of planetary destruction?
Yes, very. I believe there's one issue. We don't even take care of each other. So if we don't even take care of each other, you know, if you look like me, you got 2 arms and 2 legs, a head and some feet, and like, you know, some hands and a face, and I can't, and I can't, and I can't see myself in you, then I'm not going to see myself in the ocean. I'm not going to see myself in that island. I'm not going to see myself in this. I'm not going to see myself in that. And that's what we have to get past. So I think we have to reestablish that connection to Mother Earth. And once we do that, that raises our consciousness, and that goes, I can't own a mountain. I can't own a tree.
And I can't own a people. Yeah.
It's all connected.